Our last showcase of 1.8. I can't believe it, guys. Welcome back, everyone, to yet another mod showcase with Leaf. It's always so great to have you guys here. So yeah, the Wetlands DLC is coming out pretty soon, and you know what that means? It means this is our last showcase of Season 4, which, you know, it's the last showcase of 1.8. Before we get started, of course, a big old disclaimer. When you do mod at the risk of breaking your own game, but if you follow all of the instructions laid out to you by me and several other modders, you should be totally fine. You don't risk anything. Mods are not officially endorsed by Frontier, so do keep that in mind. But listen, if you do it right, you guys should be totally fine. But we have a lot of awesome animals to get into today. But before we actually do get into that, I just want to give a little bit of a public service announcement. Mods might break, okay? We never know this when we actually do reach that point. So in case if you guys don't already know, in case if you guys already have modded props, so let's just say we got Kimono. We can get one of the Kimono girls, why not? Let's just say you have modded props in your map. You won't be able to load in unless if they're updated, or in case if they don't break, you should be all good. But if they do break, make sure to remove them from your parks beforehand. Obviously, we don't really know, but if you really want to get right back into your parks that do have modded pieces, be sure to remove those pieces as soon as possible. And in case if you guys already have animals in your trade center that are modded, for example, I have the Nyassa Wildebeest, you'll just want to move that into a habitat so that when the update does come, it doesn't crash your trade center. That's usually the biggest issue right there. And then what you'll want to do, you'll want to remove all of your modded folders from your OVL data folder, and then you should be good. And then once they do get updated, or even if they do need to be updated, they should be fine when the author does get to it. But you know what? That's enough disclaimer over for here today. We're just going to jump right into it. So we have this beautiful first mod by Monsoon, as always. He did the Mountain Nyala, otherwise known as the Gedesma? Yeah, I can't say that. I'm sorry. I know that Mikey and, not Bongo, but Monsoon have figured out that that's probably the most accurate way of saying this animal's name. I still can't pronounce it, so I'm just going to call it Mountain Nyala. But these guys are so freaking beautiful. These guys are related to the Nyala, kind of, and they're just such striking creatures. The picture that Monsoon was able to take over here is something that is incredible, and it just makes me so happy. But in case if you guys don't know, these guys are found around Ethiopia, which is a very mountainous country over there in Africa, and they're just such beautiful creatures. I really do love them. He did such a wonderful job with the horns in particular. Horns have to be like some of the most dedicated work that a modder can do, and honestly, Monsoon absolutely nailed it with these guys. Even the, like, you know, all the colors on them came out so striking. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss of words right now because I'm just so amazed by all of this. We also have the female right over here. She's gonna have babies soon. Maybe we could check back up on her later. But I love the coloration on here and like the little spots and patterns. That's incredible. So amazing job, Monsoon. You did amazing with that one. Now moving on over here to one of mine. Yeah, I'm kind of getting back into the swing of making my own mods, and I have to say, it's been so fun. I do need to give a huge shout out to Bongo. In case if you guys don't know, BongoHardwood is easily the duck master. He's a bird master, honestly, and he did such a great job with the Canadian goose that I really wanted to make an Egyptian goose. And that's exactly what I did right over here. Pardon his little scarring over here. But these guys are beautiful. They're a waterfowl, mostly related to ducks more so than goose and geese, found over in Africa, and they're just so freaking cool. I love all the colors that they have going on, and I really want to get these guys in my ZSU zoo. And now they're making it happily over there in Hope Island, but they're really incredible creatures. I really do love them, and they're so freaking cute, especially when they do that. So in case if you guys want more waterfowl or even some more African animals, these guys are perfect for you right over there. Now moving on over here, we have a mod by Phonetic. Now Phonetic's a name we have not heard in quite some time, but I made sure to release their mods while he was out and away, just because they were just sitting in my folder and I wanted to make sure that people do get them. Now this one in particular is the Arctic ground squirrel. It is kind of like related to the groundhog, not groundhog, but prairie dog, sorry. and they're just really freaking cute. So in case if you guys don't know, ground squirrels are a type of rodent that are related to the squirrel, but they spend most of their time on the ground rather than arboreally. So unfortunately, these guys don't really get to climb, but they will dig as much as they possibly can, which is a trait of them, and we can see all of them in the light over here. We even have a little baby right there. That is the cutest little thing ever. Look at him go. But yeah, these guys are really incredible creatures, and they're really fun to bring into the game. So in case if you guys do want some more like Siberian animals, some like nice Arctic animals, these guys are perfect for you right there. Now moving on through here, we have a couple new mods from a quite new modder. So today we are taking a look at 2 new mods from EinBobo on the Nexus. Still no clue who you are, EinBobo, so if you are, like, you know, in the comments down below, definitely do let me know that you're here, because you did some pretty cool mods over here. First of all, we have probably one of our only extinct animals this week. This is the Purussaurus. This is an extinct reptilian that I don't really know too much about. And they're just really freaking cool. I guess they lived in South America like 8 million years ago, so that's kind of cool. They just look really cool, and I really do like these guys, especially their kind of blue coloration. I think that's pretty cool on these guys. Now moving on through here, we have a bit more of an extant animal. Gotta give EinBobo a shout out for being the best of both worlds. We have the Morelet's Crocodile. These guys are really freaking cool, and I really do love their coloration as well. It's a lot more darker, and their eyes are a lot more striking. I love that like twinge of yellow in there. It makes them look so badass. But these guys are found. Well, let's find out together, why not? They're found around like Central America and whatnot, Mexico, Belize, Guatemala. That's just pretty cool things to have right over there. So that's a really awesome representation of some of the more like underrepresented crocodilian species that we do have. So that's really cool, and these guys have such cool coloration. Amazing job, EinBobo. I'm really happy to see more and more new modders pop up, and I'm really happy that you're taking on some reptiles, because it's always so cool to get more of them. Look at the Purussaurus, that's so cool. Now moving on through here, we also have one freshwater fish this week. Really quick one from Buffzoo and I. This is the red Asian Arowana. We've been pumping out quite a number of Asian Arawanas, but this one is the red variant of them. It's a specific population that have this beautiful bright red coloration, and they're just really freaking cool. So in case if you guys don't know, Arawanas are relatively predatory fish that live both in South America as well as Asia, and they're just really freaking awesome. They have these beautiful statures. They're just so sleek and slender, and they have these big gaping mouths, which I think is pretty damn cool. And they also swim pretty damn well because they are based on the alligator. Buffzoo's been really going back and focusing on trying to perfect all these fish rigs, and it's really awesome to see how all of that is coming out. It's really great to work with him. He's such an incredible and talented modder who's been really helping us a lot with the Aquaria pack, which we have our first animals from. So in case you guys don't know, Giorno, Jen, Buffzoo, me, I think Nick is working on some props, as well as Arizona's working on some props as well, have been working on the Aquaria pack. And number 1 on the list, we got to take a big ol' shout out to the great white shark. This guy is beautiful. Now, of course, he was redone by Jen, and he looks even better and swims even better too. The rig was perfected by Buffzoo, coding was done by me. This was a wonderful collaborative effort that took a lot of people to get into the game, and it looks so incredible. So you could see how menacing these guys are now. It's really freaking cool. Jen did all these custom textures for it, and they're just incredibly beautiful creatures. So amazing job to all the people on there. We also have another one from the Aquaria pack. He was just big and in charge right over here. This is the whale shark, and he moves so much better now. So in case if you guys don't know, the whale shark is a little bit of a filter feeder from, you know, global waters, more so tropical waters than anything else, and they're just so freaking beautiful. These guys have a beautiful coloration done by Jen, and yeah, he's kind of breaching right now, unfortunately, but for the most part, they do move around wonderfully in-game. You can tell just how slow they're moving, and I think that's incredible to have as well. They're just really freaking cool, and I love these guys. And also, let me just enable debug really quick. I gotta show off the baby great white shark. These guys are some of my favorites. So, oh my gosh, the pups over there, those are gonna be so cute right there. So Jen also did custom babies for the great white shark as well, and we're going to check that guy out right now. Hopefully it doesn't eat any of those seal pups. Hopefully not, but we can check these guys out right here. But look at the little baby. So in case if you guys don't know, fish mods will automatically find the closest water outlet that they can reach. And look at him. Oh my gosh, they're the cutest little things ever. That's incredible how well Jen was able to nail like such a beautiful, cute little baby look for these guys, especially with how difficult it is to really capture the sexual dimorphism in these guys. It's really amazing. So there we go on there. We also have the, I believe, the spade fish. These guys are beautiful as well. These are the Atlantic spade fish in particular. In case if you guys don't already know, the whole theme of the Aquaria pack is in order to get all the species from Zoo Tycoon 1 and 2 into Planet Zoo as mods, of course. That even means ambient animals, kind of like the spade fish over here. These guys are really beautiful as well. They're kind of related to like angelfish and whatnot, and they're just so freaking beautiful. I really do love these guys. Jen did all this custom, and it's really awesome to see Jen working on such like, I'm not going to describe the spadefish here, but not really the first animal you would think of. These guys are still beautiful nonetheless, and she has a lot more on the way, so keep your eyes peeled on the Nexus for that. All the Aquaria pack animals will be out relatively soon. We're working on a lot of coding issues in the meantime. We're getting all those ironed out, but we should be done with those relatively soon, so do keep your eyes peeled for that. We also have the Largehead Hairtail. I know, quite a wonderful name right there. But these guys are quite a beautiful animal. They're a little bit more of a slender species, not really related to the eel, but they kind of do have that little bit of an eel form. They're just really cool animals, and I really do love them. I remember these guys were like one of my favorites back in Endless Ocean, and this one is ported from Beyond Blue, so it's really awesome to see just how far these animals have come in representation of video games, and I'm really happy that they're here in Planet Zoo now. And now just checking what else we have before we move on to, yep, the Australian sea lion. Just making sure that we covered everything else, and now we can check out these guys. Now this one is a beautiful animal. This is going to be part of the Outback pack. Got to give a huge shout out to Narwhaler. This is the Australian sea lion. These guys are incredibly beautiful. This is the first real sea lion mod. I just want to put that out there. That has ever been released for Planet Zoo, so it's really awesome to see a lot more pinnipeds get representation from there. And these guys are so freaking beautiful. The Australian sea lions have this beautiful coloration, especially with the males, that just looks so unique and so dynamic, and I'm just so happy to see it all come into play. Just all the shading that went into these guys from Narwhaler is incredible to see, and he did such an amazing job with that. Do keep in mind, we still have all the issues of regular Planet Zoo, so they may like kind of zoop all the way out there. And here's the baby. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest little thing ever. Narwhaler, like, listen, you have my heart, buddy. You absolutely have my heart. And the baby in particular is so freaking cute. Look at him go. That is amazing. So great job, Narwhaler, and great job to all of our fish modders. You guys always do the best to populate our oceans with so many beautiful animals, and you guys always do such a great job at that with providing such quality ones as well. And of course, this is my highlight of the week, no question about it. Patagonian Mara. You guys have waited for this one for so freaking long, and it honestly paid off for the wait. Keep in mind, these guys are based off of the Phonetic Fox, so they will use all those enrichment items, but they work so well on the Phonetic Fox. Look at them do their little trot. Oh my god, that's actually amazing. So in case of you guys don't know, the Patagonian Mara is a rodent. It's part of the Cavidae family, which is the same as the, I believe, the capybara. Yes. And they're just so freaking cute. They're from South America, which means, you know, they're already such amazing animals, but that just makes them even better. But they're so freaking cute, and look at them. I don't know, they're just very common zoo animals from where I'm from, and they're just really amazing to have at that. I have them in Hope Island, which is great, and you could even see the little baby. Where'd the baby go? There's the baby. They're so freaking adorable, and Jen did such a beautiful, beautiful job with these guys. These guys, in case you guys don't know, are some of my favorite animals of all time, and I'm just harping over these guys so much right now because they're just perfect. But in case if you guys haven't already downloaded this guy, go download him right now because they're the best animal. No question about it. Amazing job, Jen. You always make me so happy with them. Moving on through here, we also have another one from Monsoon. This one is the Delacour's Langur. These guys are related to the spectacled Langur, and I'm really happy that Monsoon is working on so many Southeast Asian monkeys because they're really freaking cool at that. Keep in mind, they don't really swim like that in real life. I still gotta fix that soon, but these guys are so freaking cool because they wear pants. They have these beautiful fancy pants, and they're really cute. They also have the same baby as the spectacled Langur because the babies do look the same, and look at that little baby. Look at him. He's so cute. But yeah, they're just really awesome Southeast Asian animals, and they do have that little bit of a mohawk going on that so many other Langurs do have. So amazing job, Monsoon, on that. You did such a great job on these guys. Look at him laughing at me. That's so cute. I want to see if I could put on... Oh, well, there he goes. I actually don't have advanced depth of field anymore, so that's kind of weird. But anyways, we have a few more European months to check out. We'll check out the Polecat first. This one is the Marbled Polecat by GingerToast. GingerToast has been working tirelessly to get some more European representation in planet.Zoo modding, and it's just really awesome to see that come into play. This one is based off of the giant otter, so do keep that in mind. And these guys are so freaking cool. So in case if you guys don't know, the polecat is related to the domestic ferret. That's actually what the domestic ferret was kind of like domesticated from. And it's just really awesome to get these smaller animals in the game, especially the European Wildcat. Now, I know a lot of people have some issues with this one, and GingerToast has made it clear that they're going to go back and fix the eyes, but besides the eyes, the skin is actually very beautiful, so amazing job GingerToast on that. The European Wildcat is found all over Europe as well as some parts of Asia, and they're just really, really adorable animals at that. And I'll tell you what, they even work for domestic cats as well. So in case if you do have like a large barn in your zoo that, like, I know for example the Bexaberchen, in case if you guys don't already know, Just Goran has a wonderful series that recreates that entire zoo, and he actually asked for a domestic cat mod. So I think he could actually use these, because what they do at the Bexaberchen, they actually use domestic cats in order to catch mice and stuff like that in order to keep the place clean. So that's actually really cool right there. These guys aren't hunting right now because I have my sandbox settings turned on. So really awesome job to GingerToast right there. Always amazing. Now another one that I know so many of you guys have been waiting for. This is the Ankole-Watusi Cattle. These guys are beautiful and easily some of my favorite animals in the entire world. We have these right at the start of Roger Williams Park Zoo, and they're just so freaking cool. I really do love all the patterns and textures that Jen was able to squeeze into these guys. They came out so beautiful, and the horns look amazing. I really do love the basic version of these guys so much more though, just because they just seem so much cleaner. And I don't know, I just love the nice basic look to them. They're just so beautiful. Of course, they do have sexual dimorphism, so you can notice that the males do have a little bit of a thing dangling right there. Meanwhile, the females, if I could find one, do have udders, so that's also really cool to see all that come into play and all the dedication that Jen was able to do in order to get these guys to look as perfect as they are. We even have a little baby right here that looks absolutely adorable. So that is all amazing stuff, Jen. You never cease to impress us. So happy that you've been like coming in clutch with all these new mods recently. It's really amazing to see you come back in full swing like that. Now we also have one from Nick. I know Nick has been kind of MIA with his animals recently, but he wanted to come back with a beautiful new animal, which is now part of the Safari Pack. By the way, the Safari Pack was just updated to 1.8. Definitely do let me know if you guys have any issues with that, because I'm more than happy to get that fixed up before the next update. But here is the Rhim Gazelle. These guys are beautiful, otherwise known as a slender horned gazelle. These guys are found around like you know, the desert regions of Africa, a little bit more northern than anything else. And they're just so freaking beautiful. They're a little bit more of a paler gazelle, which, you know, we've had a lot of bright gazelles in the past. I think having a pale one is really good. And he did such a good job with the horns as well. They're just nice and slender, as they should be. And yeah, the baby is even adorable as well. He did such a good job with like the contouring and like all the textures that went into that. So that's all amazing right there. Great job, Nick, as always. And we just have a couple mods left. We're going to check out this one that I was not able to check out last week because I was a silly goose and did not have it installed. This one is the Nyassa Wildebeest. This one is a subspecies of the blue wildebeest, so do keep that in mind. And they do have a lot more distinct coloration. These guys in particular have this little white spot on their foreground, well, not foreground, on their like not forehead, but like on their nose bridge. And they have a little bit of white behind their ears and whatnot. And they also have a little bit more orangish coloration, which I think makes them look so freaking cool. They're so beautiful, and Jen did such a wonderful job with these guys. Now, these guys have been out for a while, so you won't be able to find them under like the new this week tab, but if you just search up Wildebeest, you should be able to find these guys and install them for all your zoos. Now we have one last mod this week. I saved my own for last, guys. I'm sorry, I just had to. This is the Common Marmoset. This was a commission set out by, I'm going to leave them anonymous right now, but this one is one of my favorite mods I've ever worked on. I love working on primates so much, and I have a couple in the docket that I've been working on. But this guy was really fun to put together. The Common Marmoset is related to like all the tamarins and marmosets from South America, and this one was really fun to put together. You guys may know these guys from their iconic ear tufts that they have going on over here, and they also have a beautiful coloration and like patterning with their back and with their tail as well. This was my first use at Substance, Adobe Substance Painter, and it was really awesome to learn the program with these guys because they're so dynamic in their coloration that it really helped me to learn so much about these guys as well as the program itself. So you guys can expect a lot more better mods from me going forward. But that's essentially it for this entire showcase. I guess we could check out the baby Mountain Nyala. And there she is. She's looking very adorable as always. Look at that. I just love all the colorations on there. That's amazing. But all that being said, that is it for this week. This was an incredible showcase this week. So many awesome mods, so many awesome creators, so many new creators, and so many old creators. It's so great to have you guys all in here. Again, do keep in mind we will be getting an update relatively soon, so be sure to remove all modded props from your game in case if you guys don't want to get into there right away. If you guys do, well, you guys know what I mean. I'm not going to go back and change that, but you guys know what I'm saying. Definitely let me know what your favorite mod was from this week. Obviously, I gotta say, I'm very proud of my Common Marmoset as my own because these guys were absolutely so fun to make. Really one of my favorite commissions I've ever done over there. But from other people, I gotta say, we're ending it on the Maras. These guys are my absolute favorites. But hey, let me know what you guys have to say in the comments down below. I'm gonna leave it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. In case if you guys already are not, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I do these mod showcases every single week for you guys, except for next week, of course, because, well, we're getting the update anyways. We'll have a special video out for then. But all that being said, I do want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Take care. We'll end it with a lot more Maras in the shot. I want to get this to be the perfect ending shot right here. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.